嗨，大家好。
Hello，大家好，Salam alaikum。
今天我和我们的好朋友马季啊，你看马季的今天穿的特别帅啊，是阿联酋本地的这个坎杜拉的传统服装。
Today I'm wearing Arabic traditional clothes.
Yeah，然后今天就是大家在一起又聊一聊关于这个我们在这个阿拉伯国家，甚至在中国和中国人和阿拉伯人做生意的一些事情。Okay, so we are talking about this business happening between Arabic people and the Chinese
Yes.
in UAE and also in China, especially Guangzhou. You know, everybody go to Guangzhou. So, tell me about something you have heard or some stories you heard.
Well, first of all, like this business between Arabs and
Yeah.
Chinese is
Yeah.
not recent, you know. Like
Yeah.
thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years ago
Yeah.
was like the Silk Road between China and the Arab countries.
Okay.
Basically, exchange of spices, exchange of textile,
Yeah.
exchange of a lot of things, gold and silver, between the two
So-
nations. When I
and
started working and exchanging like business with the Chinese, for me is more than starting from 2013, so like 12 years now.
12 years.
12 years now, in different industries, work with Chinese, and sometimes I can say like in the beginning it was a bit different than how we do business, more or less. But with time, you understand that once you build trust, genuine trust between you and your counterpart, the business exchange become much easier and more repetitive, I would say.
Yeah, speak of trust. As you know, there's no offense, but lots of things that even happening here in China also. I don't know. First thing we want to know, for example, when Chinese do business with Arab, of course, beginning we don't know each other.
Yeah.
We are following by contract,
Yes.
by payment.
Yes.
This is very important for doing
Definitely.
business with
Definitely, yeah.
Arabic countries. But I don't know, for Arab people, when you doing business here or other countries with Arab people, what is the more important when you handle the business with Arab businessman? Like is trust, or is like contracting, or is about relationship or reference? What is more important? More big is the important point or figures inside?
Okay, then I can say the most important, like you said, is trust. You cannot do business with anyone if you don't trust them.
Okay.
But also, you should always take into account that if you want to do any sort of business, is that you have to protect yourself, and you have to do it contractual. Like
Okay.
maybe 50 years ago, 30 years ago, yes, people will like do business like on a word of mouth. Be like, okay, send me the products or the goods, and I will pay you next month, something like that. And people have that trust going on. But sometimes people, make mistakes, or like maybe sometimes you run into the wrong people, So the best way to do business is to always have it contractual. Like everything it's been written, documented, all the way from the tenders to the quotations to the payments, the payment receipts, everything. So in the future you can always stay protected. If anything happen, if anything wrong happen in that business, the counter, business, you're always protected. And you told me some stories, something that happened, like unfortunately some people like betray trust.
Yes, you speak of trust. You said trust is very important, but as you said, when you have a trust, always, even you trust each other, every deal you should have a contract, right?
Yes.
What happened is, unfortunately, it's in Guangzhou, we have lots of Arab country or Chinese people that are doing business in Guangzhou. One guy, I don't mention his nationality,
Yeah.
okay, and his name. He been in Guangzhou maybe more than 20 years. He have good trust in the market. People know him, so he have this privilege, like people trust him, so he can take container of goods without paying anything, maybe just a little bit down payment. Then certainly I don't know what happened to him, but he booking from like maybe 10 vendors, Chinese businessman. I need this product, I need a container, we know each other, send to this port. Okay, everybody believe him and send to him. It's maybe 10 or 20 containers. And after 1 month, 2 months, people lost contact with him, and the cargo already arrived in his port. and he disappeared. You know, this is, you know, I think it's very unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate
Yeah.
also and shameful, to be honest.
Yeah,
And I hope this doesn't become like the main idea and concept
yeah,
about Arabs, because this doesn't represent Arabic or Islamic traditions
yeah,
and values.
yeah.
This could be prevented in the future. Whenever you do business with anyone, it's okay, you can trust them, it's fine, but always make sure that you protect yourself with contractual agreements. Also, do not hesitate to chase them,
Okay.
even because once they go back home, they're not protected forever,
Yeah.
You can do your own, like research about them. I saw one guy, he was very smart, like he kept posting that guy every day on Douyin, Red Note.
Yeah, yeah.
He posted him everywhere on WeChat.
Yeah.
Eventually, the government in his country, they caught him.
Oh,
And he's being held accountable to pay that guy back.
yeah,
So I always make sure that even if you know someone for so long, just not to become the victim. There's always like do some sort of like a payment arrangement, like 40, 60, at least you retrieve some amount and you don't lose the whole thing. And then the rest, once it arrives, make sure that you have all the information about their trade license, their passport copy, like maybe their local ID. So in the future, if God forbid someone like betrayed you, or someone tried to scam you, or like fraud you, you can always like chase them legally.
even they are in their country.
Definitely,
Yeah.
you can.
But I think if they are in UAE, Mr. Magic can
Much
help us
easier.
help with us.
If someone do it here, it's
Yeah.
much easier, and it's very rare. Trust me, because in UAE the law is very strict about these things.
Yeah.
If anyone does something like that, you can always report them to the police.
But the important thing is, as also I'm living here more than 10 years, I know when you do any complaint, file any case, you have to have very, confident and this original, even
Details
of all the, evidence.
all the evidence and proof.
Yeah, this is very important. Without
Yes.
evidence, even I don't know the share or what,
It's not like that, bro.
they cannot help you.
Yeah. If you put a claim, see,
Yeah.
the system here is very clear,
Yeah.
and the process is very simple.
Yeah,
If you have a claim today,
yeah,
let's say you took from me money, yeah, let's say,
yeah,
but I don't have any proof you took from me. There is no basis for legal case or for legal, how to say, like arrangement. But if you keep all the communications, you keep all the money exchange, yeah,
yeah,
clear, and you make all the quotations, all the tenders clear, you can 100% get your right back from that person.
okay,
Yes, and if not, then it's difficult, because I had some example from another Asian country, not from China.
okay,
So this merchant, unfortunately, she's a nice woman. She's very respectful, but she was working with someone. However, when it comes to the payment, the guy was asking her to pay someone else, not him.
Okay,
So what happened is, after they paid, he didn't deliver the shipment, and she asked him, "Where's my stuff?" And he says, "You didn't pay me anything." But she said, "No, I sent you." And he said, "No, you sent nothing." But he didn't know one thing. She was smart enough. She took screenshots of him requesting her to send money to that guy.
okay,
And then she took him to the court. She won the case.
Okay,
Yeah, so always another advice for our business men and women in China. If you pay, make sure you pay the same person you're buying from.
okay,
If they ask you to, "Oh, this is my cousin, this is my nephew, wire my nephew," say no.
Okay.
If I'm buying from Jimmy, I wire Jimmy. I'm not gonna wire Jack.
okay,
You
got
know,
it.
always like that. And
Yeah.
and if you buy something from me, you always make sure you deal with the same person, unless there is some sort of like power of attorney also should be provided, or any sort of like manager, certificate
Yeah,
to prove this guy is actually working for the same person.
okay. So, okay, as Majid bring out lots of important information, yeah, always be careful, no matter this guy for so long.
Yes.
Business is business, friendship is friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you mix it with that, you trust him too much, nobody knows. Even No matter which God you believe, they don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, look, there's always difference between the practice and the practitioner, you know?
Yeah.
And people usually become greedy and they lose touch of ethics and morals when it comes to money, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But again, don't be a victim and be like, oh, I didn't expect this guy to do this for me. I know him for so long. Like Jimmy said, you have always to protect your rights. Make sure that you keep documents of everything you do.
Yeah.
Make sure that you know this person well and you know how to retrieve your stuff from him. Payment arrangements is also important. Like you can do 60-40. You can tell them to pay 60% and then they can pay 60% and then 40% upon recipient and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this since we're gonna make a list showing us, this is very important.
Yes, 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 yes. It's very important. It's very important.
So speak of Chinese and doing lots of trading to Middle East and GCC countries. Also, there is also some business like Arabic people doing with Chinese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you
Yes.
have like any examples?
There's so many like misconceptions and misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people say, oh, if you do business with Chinese, it's very difficult to bargain. Because Arabs love to bargain, by the way.
Yes,
We
yes.
love to bargain. If you tell me it's for 100, I'll try to push it to 60. It's part of our own way of doing business because we say, if you don't ask, you never know.
Yeah.
But what I understood is like Chinese doing way of business is they will give you the final price. They already like did the good math, you know, like they checked what's the margin.
Yeah.
They give you the price that they can already like benefit. And then this is the cultural clash. The
Yeah.
Arabs want less, but the Chinese be like, I'm already giving you the best price.
Yeah.
So I think there's something for my fellow Arabs to understand. Like the Chinese, most of the business they depends more on volume than
Yeah.
margin.
Yeah.
So whenever they give you a price, more or less, it is actually the best price they can offer. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, sure. Because
Yeah.
see, already we have the, you know, we have know the best product with the best price in the market. For bargaining, you know, it depends. I think it depends from, as I know some people do business, they say it depends on nationality. For example, they say like Omani,
Yeah.
they're very shy.
Yes.
Initially, they never bargain. Yeah,
But actually, they do something very smart.
yeah,
Like they don't bargain,
yeah.
but they do market research.
Market research.
For example, we
Yeah.
used to be in car business, you know, like cars.
Yeah,
The guy will come on the first day, he will check all the showrooms.
yeah. Okay.
He will not ask you for like bargain.
Okay.
He just come and ask, how much? You tell him like 70,000.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes to the next shop, to the next shop, to the next shop.
Okay.
Next day he will come and buy the cheapest offer.
Oh.
Some guys is different. They will negotiate.
Okay.
Like for me, I love to negotiate.
Yeah.
But I also make it realistic. I don't say like, oh, it's 100, I'll give you 30.
Yeah.
I check, you know, like 100. If I'm buying a big quantity, maybe I'll ask for like 90. You know, like some small margin so I can cover the shipment.
Yeah.
Because usually the shipment is the major cost
Yeah.
when it comes to buying. So this is how we try to set off,
Yeah.
you know, like the cost.
Yes. Okay. So today we're just talking very short stuff about doing business. How can you protect your right when you're doing business with? First thing very important. How you do business with not only Arab, any
In general, yeah.
any nationality outside China.
Yes.
You have to have strong contract. You have to have good trust.
Yes.
Also, you have to have connection and keep all the record
Yes.
of any payment or evidence. This is always important.
Yeah, and like we say,
Yeah.
and we keep saying it over and over again,
Yeah,
know exactly who you're dealing with, guys. You
Yeah.
should know exactly.
yeah,
Not because he's sweet, he's nice, he's saying you nice words,
yeah,
he's inviting you for like drinks after work, you know, like
Yeah.
you should know exactly who the person is, what's his background, have copies of their, credentials like passport, maybe passport copy.
Yeah.
So if they go back home, you can always, legally go after them and retrieve your rights from them.
Okay. Okay. 谢谢大家. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Sheshe. See you next time.
See you.